Greyman is supported by Patreon. Donate now and receive special early access. Hello, I am the Greyman, and welcome back to Mega Man 3. Mega Man's looking around very contemplatively. He's like, who should I kill next? Let's go for Snake Man. So as I was talking about in the last episode, even if there's not a ton of it, this game does have a plot, and it's basically Dr. Wily trying to act like he's good again. And, they send Mega Man out to fight these robot masters so they can get the parts to build their peacekeeping robot. But, Wily had his tendency for themed levels and themed robot masters, so I just get the feeling it's like, I just like to imagine Dr. Light back at their lab when he's constructing Snake Man and he's constructing the evil snake level. And it's like, Albert, why is you building this giant area with a bunch of snakes that are huge and shoot lasers at people when they come by? Oh, Dr. Light, don't concern yourself with that. You don't need to worry about it. Let's just get back to building our peacekeeping robot. Isn't that going to be lovely? I don't know what the hell I was doing with that accent. I was trying to do Scott McNeil's voice, which was like kind of German, and then it kind of went into some kind of weird Middle Eastern thing, and then at the end it just ended at Mario. So I'd love to do the Scott McNeil Dr. Wily voice because I think it's amazing, but I'm worried about just blowing out my voice even just doing this commentary right now. But I think that's also kind of a sign that Dr. Wily is crazier than we give him credit for, because he wants to take over the world, and he wants to use a bunch of these robots to help him taking over the world. And he just sits down and he's like, I need one made of fucking snakes. That's what's gonna help me. And he's gonna shoot snakes at people. It's gonna be awesome. Even though... Back me up. Doesn't that thing kind of look more like a frog? He can't even... Dr. Wily can't even make him look like a snake. He has to make him look like a frog. Whoop! And he has to give the Snake Man boss a bunch of pole vaulting minions, because that makes total sense. Dr. Wily, I'm starting to think you're kind of screwy. Oh, I don't want to kill this thing. He's adorable. Just look at him. I'm sure he'll fuck me up, but I just don't care. He's just so cute. He's got his little blinky thing. That's another thing I forgot to mention, is I think this was the first game... Whoa! Okay. I think this was the first game that had fan-submitted Robot Masters. And every single one of them... Keiji Inafune and the art team, they would, come together and they would kind of, polish them up and, get them ready for prime time. But, yeah, I've always thought that was really cool, is that Capcom opened themselves up and kind of let fans kind of contribute to what kind of bosses. Because even if you get really ridiculous ones like Top Man or Snake Man... it does show, a lot of creativity and a lot of possibility. I think this is the weapon I'm supposed to use. It is not. I might be in trouble. Oh, yeah, I'll use Rush to help me. Yeah. Thanks for helping me out, buddy. They recommend using the Hardman's weapon. Oh, actually, that did pretty okay. Lack of a better option. I guess we'll just go with this. Did I get... I don't think I got any E-tanks. I am missing him to an insane degree. Oh, Snake Man, I've been missing you. Whoop. Okay, now I'm doing okay. Yeah, they recommend they use Hardman's weapon, but he moves too fast for that. Oh, there we go. Okay, that catastrophe averted. I'm just singing a song called Missin' You, and it could just be anything. I was singing... I think it was... I want to say Gregory Hines. I don't know if that was Gregory Hines. I guess it doesn't matter. Hey, you know what snakes are strong against? Geminis. Let's do this right here. It makes me think of something trippy. So something personal that I'd like to share with you guys. My parents actually share the same birthday. They were both born on May 22nd, 1954, which is an insane coincidence when you think about it. But what makes that even more ironic is that makes them Gemini. So you could... They're basically like mirror images because you could not get two more opposite people. Which probably explains why my parents are not together anymore. They've been divorced since I was 15 years old. Because I know they say opposites attract, but that doesn't mean that opposites can stay together. And make no mistake, I have a good relationship with both my parents, but just like, yeah, it is kind of funny how that works out in hindsight. In fact, what's kind of funny is that both my parents work in the plumbing industry in Illinois, and my dad worked for the local union. My mom worked for a bunch of non-union people, so I like to joke that that's why they got divorced. Because make no mistake, unions or lack thereof are serious business, especially to construction work like that. In fact, I even remember I would work for one of my mom's non-union bosses over the summer just to, like, between school, just to make, like, some extra cash. And my dad would always kind of, when my dad and I would go out together, he would always ask, you know what, hey, buddy, how's that job working out? What are they paying you? And I just kind of would look at him and I just go, like, enough. You know, I didn't want to get in the middle of just, like, a plumbing union, non-union territory dispute. Why am I talking about this when I'm fighting giant penguins? Jesus Christ. Because that's what you think of when you think of Geminis. You think of dragonflies, and you think of giant fucking penguins that shoot other penguins. There. A penguin who looks more like a duck. How do I know that he wasn't just shooting tiny blue robot ducks at me? These are the serious questions that I ask while playing Mega Man 2. Oh, Rush, you're back on the screen. I need to make a Rush joke. Spirit of Radio. Let's play that. Okay, great. Thank you. They're my favorite goddamn band. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to make a Rush joke whenever Rush appears on screen. You'd think it would be the easiest thing in the world. I am serious when I say that I'm a Rush super fan. I'm a super fan of many things, but Rush is a big one for me. Because if you're somebody who just loves to pore over all the minutia of a band with their massive discography, Rush is it for you. Because they had, over 24 albums over the course of like 40 years before they finally retired. And actually, this is... I'm just going to go past this. That did not work out for me. This is totally true. So, I'm such a Rush fan that when I first moved to Portland, I live there now. I've lived in Portland going on 7 years. I moved in the summer of 2012, and I didn't know anybody. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anywhere to go. And so... Oh, God damn it. So just to kind of keep myself occupied and give myself something to do while I was looking for work, I decided I was going to not just review every Rush album, but every Rush song on my website. And I decided that I was going to write at least a paragraph about every song. And, obviously, some songs I had more to say about than others. For example, like Moving Pictures, I had a lot to say about. 2112, I had a lot to say about those songs, because those are like Rush's most popular albums. I had a lot to say about like stuff from the synth period, where they were using a lot of keyboards in the 80s, which I'm kind of alone. That's actually my... Fuck. Okay, I've got plenty of life. I think I should be okay. Yeah, like, I'm kind of an outlier. Everybody goes for either their early stuff in the 70s or the Moving Pictures era. And make no mistake, like, Moving Pictures is most definitely their definitive album. But that's very different than it being your favorite album. You know what I mean? It kind of comes down to personal preference. Like, even if you acknowledge that something is the best, it doesn't mean that it is your favorite. And I think that's kind of an important distinction with criticism. My favorite Rush album is Power Windows, which is probably the synthiest of them all. It has like this very cold digital production to it, but it has like this bounce in the performances that I think is really impressive. So I don't know, if you guys haven't heard that Rush album, give it a chance. It has my favorite Rush song. It has Marathon, which is really incredible. Has this really sick bass line. Has like these big bursts of guitar that Alex Lifeson does. You know what? I'm gonna actually play that out during the credit music since we're at the end of the episode. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And you can hit a stride, but nobody gets a free ride. Hit it, Getty.